discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Lee Houston, David Burton, John May. BlogTalk.com is tripping right now, so we're going to record it and upload it later. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm just
You're fucking 12 minutes late, damn it.
I don't say it. Whether y'all went all the same time. I know John late. David, let's start with you first, David. NXT is like NXT Raw and SmackDown. Do you see them progressing, slipping up, messing up? What do you see, David?
NXT, LC, no sounds and I'm messing up.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think who do I think is going to take it this year? Ooh, that's a tough one. I might have to think NXT might actually take it away.
John, what's your opinion on that?
NXT's kicking ass. NXT is the best thing going in WWE right now, minus Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
The whole NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown for Survivor Series this year, I think it's a great idea, and, you know, it's not a prediction. This is a spoiler. NXT is going to take this W from Survivor Series.
Yes, sir. Let's go across the street right quick. AEW, John, since you were there, well, you would say hello, but what's your opinion on AEW?
Man, the shit I've seen, you know, I didn't stay for the show,
Mm-hmm.
but I watched it. Phenomenal job. Quick shout out to my boys, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, Punky and Hoot. That Canadian Destroyer, that Punky, a.k.a. Ricky Morton, that he did on Ortiz, fucking phenomenal. And Ricky Morton diving outside the ring, I haven't seen that shit in years. It was good catching up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho versus Cody, that dive that Cody took outside the ring and onto the steel ramp. God damn it, boy. That looked rough. Looked like it really hurt.
Hey on, David.
You saw the picture he put up on Twitter, and the picture's currently up everywhere. It's all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And his eye's pretty messed up. Like it's not good. So yeah, he took a bad little lump right on his face. Actually, he has a really, really bad scar on his face, and it's nasty. It's really nasty.
Yeah, he hasn't been cleared for in-ring action, so we won't see Cody in the ring on Wednesday come Dynamite. But the whole Cody Jericho match is great. The MJF heel turn, I'll get to MJF in a minute. I have a lot to say about him as a person and as a fan trying to meet him in person.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to him in a minute. MJF turning on Cody was great. You know, it was, you know, sorry for throwing in the towel. Kind of like when Linda McMahon threw in the towel for Stephanie against her daddy. He threw in the towel for his best friend. Cody, I'm sorry, I thought I was doing the right thing. Then boom, kick in the dick. And that fan, the fan, he was a plant, but as a fan, threw that water on MJF. Fucking great. MJF is pretty goddamn hated right now. And, you know, it is what it is. I didn't really care for the Rio and whatever match. The shit that Brandy did with Awesome Kong was pretty good. John Moxley versus Kenny Omega, hands down match of the night. Hands fucking down. For us wrestling fans who love Extreme, if you're a real fan of ECW, when I'm talking about ECW, I don't mean WWE 2005, 2006 ECW. I'm talking about like 1998, 1999, 2000 ECW.
Oh, you mean the original ECW?
When the real shit was good. When Paul Heyman himself was running the shit.
Right, 92 to 2001, the original ECW. Started in 92, ended in 2001.
That's what you see.
I didn't start watching until 98 with ECW though. But this is the shit I'm talking about. Everybody, including myself, we all want that extreme exposure back in wrestling. For anybody out there that said that this fucking match between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega was too violent, you need to go back and do your fucking research. Especially with some of the fucking Full Metal Mayhem matches from TNA. There was more blood in some of those matches than there was last night or Saturday night at Full Gear. For anybody that says that barbed wire and all that shit was too much, who the fuck? Kenny Omega, or not Kenny, Jon Moxley invented the word barbed wire when John was in CZW. Jon Moxley has had more violent matches than he did Saturday night at Full Gear. He had more violent matches than CZW. That is not the worst matches Moxley's been in. That's not the most gruesome match Moxley's been in. But for anybody that complains about it being too violent, too whatever, too gruesome, it shouldn't. They didn't tell a story. You're not a fucking fan, and I'm sorry. For everybody that says, well, they're not telling a story, they're not telling a story. Every fucking match has a story.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shit on the fucking product. Keep shit on the product. That's what makes us real fucking fans look bad. Because the IWC is so damn delusional that they're trying to pick sides. Don't do it. Enjoy the product. If you don't enjoy the product, shut the fuck up. Don't critique it. Because you yourself have never been inside a wrestling ring.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have the balls to do what they fucking do. The match right there that Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega put on at Full Gear will go down as one of the best matches of 2019. I promise you, that will be in the top 3 at the end of the year for us. And then I will fight for it to be top 3. Because that is one of the best matches of 2019, hands down.
David, what's your opinion about that?
I thought the pay-per-view was okay. It was actually decent.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good. Wasn't better than the New Japan one, but it was good. It was decent. I agree. The last match, Omega Moxley, was the best match aside from the Cody and Jericho match.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care too much for the other matches on the card, other than those two. Young Bucks, Santana, and Ortiz match was alright. I just thought they did one too many spots, but it was okay.
Hangman versus Fox was pretty good.
Wait. But both of y'all went off at the same time. John, what you said?
Hangman Page and Pac was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the wrong person won. And Joey Janela versus Shawn Spears is pretty good.
Now I'm going back to Cody and Chris Jericho. Early in the buy-in, Cody Rhodes said, and I quote, "If I do not beat Chris Jericho, I will not challenge for the world title again." Technically, he didn't. Therefore, he will never, ever challenge for the world title by technicality.
You want to know why he said that? You want to know why?
Hang on, David. John, what you saying?
I want to know why he did that. It's because it's the IWC yet again.
Mm-hmm.
Putting their nose in fucking business that don't belong. Saying Cody Rhodes is the vice president of the company. He shouldn't get a world title shot. He shouldn't get this. He shouldn't get that. And I want to attack Jim Cornette. Jim, I love you. I really fucking do.
Now,
who the fuck are you to say that Cody and the Bucks and Omega and all their friends, because they're all EVPs or the vice president or something, saying they're getting 6 figures a year and they're just taking the money from Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a little bit of hostility? Is that a little bit of jealousy come out of you, Jimmy? But as the IWC that says Cody Rhodes don't deserve to be champion because he's vice president. If he wins the championship, it's just going to be because he's vice president. Of course, but it's IWC. Chris Jericho should hold the goddamn world title because he's fucking 50 years old. Nothing will make him happy. Really want to put the title on somebody? Put that fucking title on Shawn Spears or Jon Moxley and let them carry your fucking company for the next year and a half.
Here's the thing, though. If you're running a company, here's the thing a lot of people don't understand. And a lot of people don't notice is that one thing I do agree with Jim on, if you are running a company and you put the world title on yourself, that's not a good look.
Well, wait a minute. I know a certain billionaire.
You're just starting out. You have a point there. That's not a good look.
I know a certain billionaire. I'm just saying, that's a former WWE champion, ECW champion. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're right. But believe it or not, a lot of people have been doing that for decades. Of course, Vern Gagne did it. Even Cody Salvador did it.
And let's go across the street. Jeff Jarrett, back in the old TNA, did it himself.
A lot of people have been doing it. It's never a good look.
Mm-hmm.
But with them, well, with AEW, I gotta say it's slightly different because they're just starting out. So you don't want to be like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
What they need to do is stop using the WWE references, to stop talking about them and just focus on yourself. Because a lot of people have said the same thing, not just me. Jim Cornette said it, Booker said it, Bret Hart said it, Andrew said it, CM Punk said it. They really need to stop mentioning WWE and focus on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every other promo, there's a WWE reference. And there's one too many guys. I don't know if a lot of people notice that, but there's no need to have 15 guys in every match from the show starts to the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guys in every match. You don't see that in every other company. That's another thing they need to stop doing.
Well, speaking of genders, John, I'll get you in a second, John. I gotta tip my hat real quick to Impact Wrestling's Tessa freaking Blanchard. This girl has the opportunity July 7th, to be the first ever female world's heavyweight champion.
For anything that is real out there in this world. If there is an afterlife and there is something there that's real, please do not let that fucking happen.
Hang on one second, John. Yes, sir. Dave, we had technical problems here, but like I said, John, I was talking about it. I had to tip my hat real quick, Tessa Blanchard, because she's going to be the first female in history, God willing, to be the first female to challenge, maybe win, the world's heavyweight championship. Dave, what's your thoughts on that?
That's been done before, but I think she's an amazing wrestler. She's very, very good.
Yeah. Now, about that, there's a lot of women challenged for men's championship before. China, Jackie, but not the main title. China and Jackie, former hardcore champion. Jackie is former cruiserweight champion. China, the first female Intercontinental champion. But Tessa Blanchard was the first female's world champion.
I'll be very surprised.
John, you want to add something to that?
Or if there is an afterlife,
Mm-hmm.
there is something out there that's real, please do not make Tessa Blanchard the TNA Impact World Heavyweight Champion.
Uh-huh.
You're just going to shit on this poor girl's fucking career.
So you don't want her to be champion?
No.
Oh my.
And I'll just say this because it's fucking facts.
Okay.
She has not done shit in TNA. Please let her go to fucking AEW with her fucking daddy and have her wreak havoc all over the fucking women's division. Because this is no knock to Nyla Rose. Nyla, I love you. This is no knock to Rhea. Rhea, I love you. They no knock to Britt Baker. Britt, I love you. Fucking Brandy, I love you. Tessa Blanchard would be the fucking greatest fucking thing to ever happen to the women's division in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree. Well, I mean, I agree. Even though the women's division is just fine, so I'm gonna give them a chance now and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I give them another 3 to 4 months. If their division is not better with 3 to 4 months, then I don't know. But her, even though her contract is technically coming up, so in early 2020, her contract is coming up. So if she goes with them, that will be a big step in their women. She's right now one of the best women's wrestlers in the world.
Here's my problem with that. Shit, just lost the train of thought. Lee, take over, and if I can think of it, I'll come back.
All right. So I got to also give a shout out to Britt Baker. By the way, he's actually a real life dentist. I wouldn't necessarily be her appointment, but she's a great wrestler. As far as the dentist go, she's a real dentist. I wouldn't book an appointment with her because she might be pissed off and probably pull my doggone teeth out. So as a wrestler, love you. As a dentist, hell no. But
her girlfriend of reigning NXT champion Adam Cole, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few cavities I want her to pull.
I would not want to be in her dentist chair.
I'd let her sit on my face.
Of course you would.
I'll let her pull stuff in my face.
Imagine saying something bad about her and then finding out she's a dentist.
Oh, God.
Like, oh, the worst wrestler ever.
Oh, that she was talking.
Now.
Right? Oh,
but she's good. She's good.
That's right. Mrs.
She has the potential to be better, but she's good.
Yeah, Mrs. Randy Rose as well. To see her come from an announcer over there with the other guys to a professional wrestler that can hang just as good with the men. She got something going on there.
Mm-hmm. The biggest bump I've seen her take yet was getting put to a table by Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Shout out to ROH, but anyway, that was an ROH.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Baltimore this past week, as everybody knows, and it's funny. Me and my buddy were talking about it because we met some of them at the airport. Then we went to the Marriott where some of them were at, and then we went over to the Crown Plaza where most of them were at, and some of them went to Raston Hotel, and some of them were staying at Days Inn.
Mm-hmm.
But we got most of them at the airport, the Marriott, and then the Crown Plaza. And it was funny because Brandy didn't get off the plane with Cody. Mm-hmm. She wasn't with Cody at the airport. She wasn't with Cody when all the media stuff was done. You don't ever see them traveling together. Because Cody came in with Jimmy Havoc. Cody grabbed Brandy's shit and left. Mm-hmm. Maybe she was getting a car. But you don't see them traveling together, coming to the arena together, or coming to the hotel together. Do you think there's trouble in paradise?
I would hope not, but probably is. Maybe. We don't know.
I do know. Well, this is from what I know, because I have a friend that went out there for the podcast in the pay-per-view. I do know they had separate signings, an interim by themselves, and then they did another signing, but when it was the two of them together. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, maybe that, I'm guessing. I could be wrong, but I do know they had separate signings and they had one to travel.
Here's my thing. I went to the airport and I just got them for free. You know, because here's the thing. You go to the airport and everybody said it's stalking. Yeah, it is, but it's a respectful thing. Walk up to them, shake their hand, say, you know, thank you for everything you do for me. Big fan. Is there any possibility we can get a quick photo? And they can tell you one or two things. They can tell you yes, or they can tell you no. Yeah, I see if you respect their space and like don't bombard them with, hey, sign this, you owe me. Walk up, shake their hand, you know, thank you. I'm a fan. I support your business. I love everything y'all do for us. I don't see what the big deal is. And JR, don't take photos with fans at all. At fucking all. Unless it's like a signing. JR don't like talking to his fans. He don't like doing that shit. Me and my buddy walked up to JR. Mr. Roster, if the answer is no, we understand. You know, we love you. We love everything AEW has done for us. We have watched every week. We've been to 2 shows of y'all. Can we please get a quick photo? If the answer is no, we truly understand. Jim Ross, and I quote, sure, boys, come on over here. Thank you for supporting us. We love you guys, too. Thank you for being huge fans of ours.
I've seen him several times over the past 20-something years.
Yeah.
Also, I almost forgot to mention, I want to send a special congratulations to newly world champion Josh Briggs, who just beat Austin Theory Saturday night to become a newly world champion. Those of you who don't know who Austin Theory is, he's a young up-and-coming wrestler who had just signed with WWE and will be starting on NXT very soon. And WWE has a close working relationship with Evolve. And there is the Evolve show that's currently up on the WWE network that took place this past July. So check it out. It was their 10th anniversary special. Adam Cole was also at the show, as was Tomas Ciampa. And I was at both shows this past Saturday and Sunday, and those shows are good. Adam Cole, very, very nice guy. Lee, I showed you the picture up on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Adam Cole, very nice guy, as is Tomas Ciampa. So, congratulations to him, and congratulations and good luck to Austin Theory, who will be starting on NXT in early 2020. Interesting.
Okay.
WWE does have a working relationship with Evolve. They have a working relationship with Shine Wrestling, which is an independent women's wrestling promotion. I was at their show too as well. They also had a show the same day, which was Saturday night. Sunday night, which was last night, Evolve also had another show.
Yeah.
So a lot of, yes. It's a good wrestling company. They put on a lot of good shows, and a lot of big names have made their way through Evolve. The company started in 2009. For 10 years, a lot of big names that came out of that company or passed through there. People like Daniel Bryan, the UK champion Walter, he's wrestled there, Cesaro, Cassius Ohno, Ricochet, Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, they've all came out of that company. They've all passed through there. As did the Young Bucks.
John, your thoughts?
A lot of stars came through there.
I want to get 2 more things, maybe 3 off my chest. Then I'm heading down. Number 1. There were rumors about Raw canceling Raw on 2 tapings next month back to back on the same Monday. Said Raw had to cancel due to scheduling conflict, some bullshit or another. I think they're in Iowa, or they were in Iowa or Michigan, something like that. Des Moines or I don't know, somewhere. First of all, it ain't no scheduling conflict.
Due to scheduling conflicts, because what Vince wants to do is give the wrestlers more time off for the Christmas and New Year's holiday. And here's the thing, which a lot of people don't know, and this has been confirmed by people like Rob Van Dam and Chris Jericho, is towards the second or third week of December, they film a tape of tribute to they give everybody 10 days off. And I believe what he wants to do is, instead of giving everybody 10 days off, like he normally does, he's looking to expand it and add another 2 or 3 days. So that's what that issue is, and that's why an episode of Raw, which is actually a TV taping, it's not even live. That television taping has a chance.
And all I'm trying to say, it ain't no damn scheduling conflict. WWE needs to stop fucking bullshit. They need to come out and tell them the truth. They've only sold 1,000 tickets for that episode of Raw that they canceled. They only sold 1,000 tickets in a 10,000, 12,000 seat arena.
Hang on a second.
So that's like, for example, if they do a show scheduled for today and it's canceled, they'll reschedule it another day. That way, you won't get your money back. So they do that. That way, the company doesn't lose the money by refunding everybody their money. It's a smart business.
Mm-hmm. All right, John, you were saying, well, y'all going on at the same time. Sorry about that.
They just need to stop bullshit. Because I've had this confirmed to me by people in the company. Don't bullshit everybody. Say it's a scheduling conflict. It's the low ticket sales. They just don't want to admit it. And from my understanding, it's been confirmed today that in 2020, WWE are getting rid of house shows because they're not profitable enough. The only thing that they'll do road-wise is NXT. Now, that's true, I don't know. But if you're doing that, you just pretty much gave AEW the fucking win.
AEW is not beating that. I believe. I honestly believe Booker T. I honestly believe Bully Ray, Booker, and Jim. They're waiting for now, but it's only a matter of time before they start losing. And trust me, they're going to lose. I guarantee you, mark my words, they're going to start losing. It's only a matter of time. Because with the unlimited resources, especially with Fox backing now, we have 2 shows on FSN. It's FS1, which is also owned by Fox. That guy can get anybody he wants and put them on NXT anytime he wants, and it can easily beat AEW.
Mm-hmm. John,
here's the thing. When you have 2 shows and one of them are on FS1 and one of them's a bullshit show called Backstage, and they're trying to be like Inside the NFL or, NFL Countdown or what the fuck ever, and your very first episode that you should have not even did previews for, like after SmackDown 1000, whatever the fuck that was, the Fox Sports move, should have kept it for November, last Friday, or last whenever. When you draw only 49,000 for your WWE Backstage talk show, that's ain't a goddamn lie. When you had Rob Gronkowski, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena on that bitch. And I want to reiterate what you said about how WWE or AEW stop poking.
Hey, hang on. John, what you say?
No.
I want to reiterate what David said.
So I don't have no whatsoever I'm looking for. I can tell that's about the show. I haven't been care for it.
Oh, jeez.
It's like it's pretty much just it's just so important. It's highlight. It's just like sports center. So I haven't been care for it. If I'm gonna watch something, I want it to be some action, not some highlight show. I mean, that's just me. That's my opinion. I can care less about the show.
All right, John, what's your opinion on it?
I want to reiterate what Dude said about how AEW needs to stop making WWE references. They do. Because AEW is a cute little cub in the wilderness trying to find its way through on its own. They found a stick. AEW, the little cub, they found a stick. And they're playing with that stick. And every time they make a WWE reference, Mama and Papa Bear is right beside them. And they poke the bear when they're playing with the stick. Vince McMahon is the grizzly bear. You don't poke a fucking grizzly bear.
Mm-hmm.
He pissing Vince McMahon off. Vince McMahon is going to lay $10 million down and get CM Punk back. CM Punk, if CM Punk comes back, I promise you, CM Punk is going to get Brock Lesnar money.
Yep. Especially if you have the money to spend it too.
CM Punk comes back to the WWE. I promise you, CM Punk will get Brock Lesnar money. And they'll put the fucking Universal title on CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
But in y'all's opinion, who is going to beat Bray Wyatt?
Dave, you want to take that one?
Wait, say that again? I hear you.
Who is going to be the one to defeat the Fiend?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one. You know what? To be honest, I don't know. Because they're making this guy super indestructible. The guy took like 6 or 7 clubs and he kept getting back up. Like, if he's getting up from that, I don't think there's anybody that can beat him unless he loses it in some last man standing match and they keep him down for 10 seconds. That's the only way I see him losing the belt. But if it's a regular match, I don't see anybody beating him.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. After what I saw at Hell in a Cell, I don't think there's anybody that's going to pin him and keep him down for a count of 3. The only way I see him losing the title is if it's some sort of stipulation, either a cage or a last man standing where he can actually lose. That's the only way I see. I don't see anybody beating him in a regular match if you got to win by pinfall or submission. I honestly don't see that happening.
I don't know if they announced it on Raw tonight, but next week, Raw's in Boston, and there's a SmackDown house show in D.C. on Saturday. And I'm going to D.C. on Saturday to meet some of them boys at the airport when they fly out on Sunday morning. Raw's in Boston next week. They're at the TD Garden. And supposedly the main event is Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend in the steel cage for the Universal Championship.
Oh my!
Are they stupid enough to put the title back on Rollins?
Rollins ain't gonna win. So I do know what is it doing. I know the week of Christmas they'll be in New York for a house show and a SmackDown. And I believe the main event is Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, and Seth Rollins in a cage for now, unless they change it for the Universal title, which is their house show main event. And that is the advertised main event. for that.
Well, at Starcade, it's supposed to be The Fiend versus The Miz.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know what they're going to do. Because I know one show is a house show, and the other show is a SmackDown, which was scheduled to be live, but they switched it so that SmackDown they're going to have in New York will be taped. So I don't know why they're switching everything up. I think they should have just left everything with 10 days off.
I want to say I want to say two more things. I want to touch base on my MJF situation.
Quick.
Then MJF, then I'm out. Everybody's been telling me, and I see it now. Bray says that he forgives. He forgives. But the Fiend never forgets.
That's true.
Let's see, since the Fiend has been back, he's went after Finn Balor. He's went after Seth Rollins. Now he's went after Daniel Bryan. I think after Daniel Bryan, it's going to be Roman Reigns. I think after Roman Reigns, it's going to be The Undertaker. The Fiend is on a collision course
Wait a minute.
of destruction for The Undertaker.
All right, David.
I agree with that statement. And he mentioned MJF. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one who saw this, but then again, I won't be surprised. I saw the turn coming. I saw the turn coming since the first AEW show back in May, the Double or Nothing show. And I watch MLW, and a lot of people don't know this because a lot of people don't watch MLW. Is MLW for indie promotion. Very good, too. And MJF is he's currently one of their tag champions. And the guy is just a natural heel. But in my honest opinion, and I know this, is that there are guys who are just tailor-made to be heels, and there's a guys that are just tailor-made to be babyface, good guys. Only a select few can pull it off, but with MJF, he's tailor-made to be a heel. I've seen him as a good guy, and he's horrible as a baby. Horrible. So I saw the turn coming a long time ago. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. So when it finally happened at Full Gear, I was like, finally, it happened. But anyway, that's my take on the whole MJF thing. The guy's a natural heel. He can't be a bitch. He's honestly one of those guys that's just meant to be a heel his whole career. Because, trust me, if you watch MLW, you'll see what I'm talking about. He is horrible as a baby. Horrible. He is a natural heel. And he's a very talented guy. He's good on the microphone. He is a natural-born bad guy.
John.
He reminds me of Paul Orndorff. He's a natural bad guy. They tried to do the same thing with him years ago. Paul is just an amazing bad guy. They tried to make him a good guy, and he was horrible at it. And they had to quickly turn him back to being a bad guy. That's what that reminds me of. But he's a natural bad guy.
Okay. I understand that some wrestlers want to keep the character alive outside of, and they want to keep kayfabe alive. And at the hotel, airport, arena, whatever, restaurant, bathroom, whatever. The only person that told me no in Baltimore for a picture, didn't even say no, he said, not right now, buddy, sorry, was was Chris Jericho. Naturally, I understand.
Hang on, David. Wait a minute.
He naturally, Jericho had his wife with him. I understood why he said no. But when you go to the airport, and I was at the airport for admittedly like 12, 13 hours. Because they all flew in from Charlotte, North Carolina. You want to keep the wrestling thing alive. You want to keep the character alive. MJF.
Let's get to it, brother.
So I've seen MJF. Me and my buddy, we walked up to him. Mr. MJF, sir. He had his headphones on, so he backed off. Until he took his headphones off, he already had his bag. Mr. MJF. And I quote, this is what he said. You got the wrong motherfucker. Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, my.
Okay. Okay. I backed off. He said I was a fat ass. Okay, cool. Keep your character alive. Call me a fat ass, bro. Cool. Thank you. Stuck in the ring, by the way. A woman right behind me walked up to him. Mr. MJF, sir, I'm a huge fan. MJF said, shut the fuck up. I don't speak horror.
Wow.
There is a time and place for everything. Keep your character alive because that's what wrestling is missing. Is people keeping their characters alive outside the ring. You can degrade me, you can be an asshole, you can just have the common courtesy, say no. But he also did this in sarcasm. We'll get that in a minute. But you called a woman a whore. She fucking cried for a half hour because you fucking degraded her, said I don't speak whore. There's a time and place for every goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do not talk to a woman like that ever. Unless her name's Charlotte Flair.
Oh, wow. The double standard here.
Do not speak to a woman like that ever. I've lost a lot of respect for MJF because of StarCast. There was 2 females that bought his fucking ticket. That bought his meet and greet. And when he asked for their names, they told them their names. And he was like, oh, so here's your name. 2 blank from MJF. To put 2 whore. And spell their names, just said 2 whore.
Jesus.
And the other one, the 2 blank.
Oh my, wait a minute.
I understand kayfabe. But come the fuck on. MJF is going to say that to the wrong fucking female one day.
Mm-hmm.
Because the female is going to have somebody a whole lot bigger than him. When I mean by bigger, I don't mean fat like me. I mean built like fucking Brock Lesnar. Like he would have called Sable a whore one day. Brock Lesnar's going to whoop his ass.
Shit, you got to kill him.
Keep kayfabe alive. Say no. Don't call nobody a fat ass. Don't call a woman a fucking whore. Don't degrade a woman. Just say no. That's all that.
Okay.
Dave, you gonna say something?
Wow. I don't know. I've seen people keep kayfabe alive. Well, I've seen guys who act the same on television and act the same in real life. I met Bob Backlund, the guy's a piece of work. Like, I've seen him ask people, recite the names of every president in order, and I'll give you an autograph and a picture. And he's done that to a lot of people. I've seen it more than once. Like, the dude's a character. And I've seen Flair call females whores and bitches and guys fat asses and assholes. That's done it too. So it's like, that's kind of surprising. Although I did hear Chris Jericho call a female a bitch once. In his case, that was different because the chick hit him, and I'll just stop there. But the MJF thing, that's surprising. But I do agree with the kayfabe a lot. I think one of the things that's hurting the business is finishing moves, which no one talks about. Finishing moves. My personal opinion, I don't think finishing moves exist anymore in wrestling. Because when I first started watching wrestling, a finishing move was a finishing move. You get hit with a finishing move, that's it. You're not kicking out. And then when someone actually did kick out of a finish, they're going for special occasions. Now finishing moves are regular moves. It's like you can do the finisher 3 times in one match, and the person will kick out all 3 times. Like, no one protects a finisher anymore. Which is another thing that boggles my mind. So I agree with John on keep the kayfabe alive thing. But one of the things they need to start doing is start protecting the finishing. Me personally, I hate it. Every time I hear someone say finish, I don't even look at it as a finish anymore. Because to me, there are no such thing as finishing moves anymore. Finishing moves is dead. I wish they can bring that back and have everybody start protecting their finish. Who agrees?
Here's another thing, and then I'm done. I've got a lot of shit for meeting these people at the airport and going to their hotel, whatever. You know, I said it. Everybody said it's stalking. It is, but I'm doing it respectfully. I'm not shoving autograph. I'm not shoving pictures in their face saying autograph this, owe me, whatever. I'm doing this respectfully. I'm giving them their space so they can get their fucking bags, or, you know, I'm not, waiting for them at the fucking exit when they come through the fucking terminal. I'm not waiting right there. I'm waiting at the baggage claim. And I know that sounds horrible. I'm just waiting there sitting. I'm not, running up to them as soon as I see them. If they walk past and look at us, hey, Cody, man, it's an honor. Thank you so much. But if I hear the rumors that are true, like I said, I wanted DC to do this for SmackDown House Show. Because they're flying home on Sunday. And so far, it's like Roman, Bayley, Nikki Cross, Sasha Banks, Shorty G, The New Day, The Revival, whatever. If the rumors are true and Sasha Banks calls everybody a fat slob and saying they're stalking her at the airport, Sasha Banks might lose some of them fucking extensions. Here's my thing. It's not wrong to want to meet these guys anywhere they fucking go, but do not bother them while they're trying to piss or while they're working out. Do not bother them when they're trying to work out, eating, or trying to piss. Give them their personal space. But I also see is this. I will never bother a wrestler while they're fucking eating. Trust me, Marco Stunt and Colt Cabana, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Orange Cat, and all of them were in the hotel lobby eating Popeyes after I got my picture with Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt outside the hotel. I didn't bother them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what comes with being a celebrity, athlete, an entertainer, whatever. You have a job, and you have people that look up to you and that want to meet. If we're respectful to you, tell you it's an honor, and we ask for a picture, you have one or two obligations. Yes or no. Don't degrade us for wanting to meet you. This comes with your fucking job. The story.
David, you want to add on that?
I agree with him. Everything he said, he's absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time, you know what, to be honest, I've seen Sasha Banks several times in person, and every single time I've seen her, she was not nice. She was always rude. I remember this girl had to be, this one bothered me the most. This little girl had to be at least 7 or 8 years old. She was very polite, very respectful, and all the little girl wanted was a picture on her birthday. And she said, leave me the fuck alone, and went to the hotel. And everybody was like, oh my God. Like, that was the rudest thing I've ever seen a wrestler do. And to make matters worse, it was a child and it wasn't her birthday. She didn't do nothing wrong. She did every single thing right. And she was just so rude and disrespectful to that little girl. But I lost whatever little respect I had for Sasha Banks, I lost right there. Like, I've met her 4 times, and every time she was not a nice person.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another time, who was it? Oh, I think it might have been Randy Orton or Christian. It was one of them. They were going to the hotel, and he had a pizza. Ben runs up behind him, asks for an autograph, and it was Randy. He had a pizza. Randy Orton had a pizza, not in his own business, going to his hotel room, where everybody left him alone. Except for this one particular guy. And he walked up behind Randy Orton and asked him to sign these pictures. He has like 8 or 9 pictures. And he asked Randy to sign every single picture. And Randy just looks at him and goes, are you fucking kidding me? And he walked off. So yeah, John's absolutely right. I agree with him.
Yes, sir.
There's a time and a place.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen,
here's my thing. I'm going to rebuttal real quick, and do not stop me. Like I said, I'm going to the airport to meet them. But, so they don't, nobody thinks, fans, no fans thought about AEW stars flying in from Charlotte straight to Baltimore. But me and my buddy. They flew in on Friday or Thursday. We were there. We were there on Friday. And that's when I got everybody that I could. The only people I missed were the divas. Some of the divas, especially Nyla Rose, when she broke my fucking heart. I missed Nyla Rose at the fucking hotel on Saturday because I had her and Sonny Kiss went by as soon as I went to the bathroom. Broke my freaking heart. There's time and place for everything. But to play it smart, so I don't look like a stalker fan. I'm taking my book bag. I'm taking a fake airline ticket that I printed off. And I'm taking a miniature suitcase. And I'm going to sit in the airport like I'm waiting for my flight. And because there's only one way to come in to check in for your flight. See them come in. Oh my God, are you Sasha Banks? Oh my God, are you Roman Reigns? They don't look like a stalker. You got to play along to try and get.
Or just go to the airport and sit down.
There's a time and place for everything, ladies and gentlemen. Do not bombard them while they're eating or while they're pissing, having a beer, or while they're working out. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get yelled at. Respect these guys. They do a lot for us. They can oblige, but do it at a respectful pace and a respectful tone. Do not say, fuck you, you owe me. I spend my money on you. Respect them. shake their hand, give them a hug, whatever the fuck, and enjoy wrestling.
Wait a minute, I just remembered something. You talking about that, John? Just reminded me a story. One of my best friends told me.
Mm-hmm.
Lee, you might find this story interesting. All right. So, it was like 20 years ago. My best friend, he's waiting for wrestlers to come through the airport. And this is 20 years ago. At the time, Flair's working for WCW. This is like January 99. So, instead of walking through the airport, he's on the phone, a payphone, and he's arguing with his wife on the payphone. So he's sitting here and he's watching, and it's like this guy and his friend are actually trying to come up to him and give an autograph while he's on the phone arguing with his wife, and he turns around and he cusses them out like there's no tomorrow.
Well, damn.
I was like, he told me, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, that's stupid. If I see a wrestler or anybody that's saying this arguing with their wife, I'm going to be smart enough not to come up to this person and bother them while they're arguing. But the last thing I want to do is get an autograph after this person just had an argument with their significant other. Like, I just felt like the dumbest thing you can do is ask somebody while they're arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, what an explosive show this is. We got John May, David Burton at the same time, by the way. So anything can happen with these two together. Happy Veterans Day, or what's left of it. Especially to those in our own WWE. Legit. Lacey Evans, Sergeant Slaughter, and others. I say others because there's a whole lot of people that surged before they came into wrestling business. Happy Veterans Day to you. What's left of it? John, you got anything more?
No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out.
All right, David. Thank you very much, John. Ladies and gentlemen, we have David Burton here. John May had to step out for a while. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Now, David, this is explosive. You know what explosive? Both are going off the same time, man. This is cool. What are your thoughts if we'll ever have once again a black WWE champion one more time?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. I think it happens again. Possibly. I don't know.
Man, I'll tell you this. WrestleMania, I gave Kofi Kingston 2% of a chance. Yeah, I did it. I gave Kofi Kingston a 2% chance. The reason why, WWE, I'm not just saying this because John left. It's been on my mind for years. I'm saying this now. I just happen to bring this up now. Not because John left. I'm asking the same thing next week. But it's been a while. It took 62 doggone years to have a black champion. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about The Rock? First of all, The Rock is half Samoan. His mother is Samoan. His dad is black. And The Rock has to confess, if he had to pick a side, he'd be Samoan. Am I correct on that?
Yes. He considers himself half black and half Samoan. But there's never been a full 100% black champion until Kofi.
Exactly. And
even though Kofi's part-time.
And the world championship don't count. That's the second-rate title. The championship, the brand championship, the WWE heavyweight championship of the world. We've never had a black champion. Someone told me 20 years ago, hey, in 2019, we're gonna have a black champion. I'm like, man, you lost your mind. So a shock on my face. When Kofi Kingston won, I was shocked. I was kind of I wouldn't say disappointed, but I was shocked because Kofi Kingston won. Didn't expect him to win at all, and he won. Now, a lot of people are saying he got the opportunity at the chamber, the Elimination Chamber, because we just got our Black History Month. That's most people are saying the only reason why Vince gave the opportunity in the first place is Black History Month. He felt pressured. We need a black champion. You want black entertainment, but you don't want a black face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For example, R-Truth is outside WWE is a doggone legend. The first African American NWA World Champion, which is the championship. He's the first African American NWA World Champion. He's been in WWE since the Attitude Era, and he's not held Senior Series Championship gold. Now, most people think R-Truth should have been qualified to be champion, but nonetheless, like you don't mind the black entertainment, but you don't want the black leadership to be champion. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least if someone's marketable and you see that person's doing well, give them a chance. Sometimes that's what it's all about, giving that person a chance.
And now, those people who be like, "Oh, you just call Vince a racist." Wait a minute. Not just the black race. What about the Japanese culture? We've not had a black champion, a Japanese champion, or a Native American champion. We've had a Greek, we've had a Russian, we've had an Italian, we've had a Frenchman. We never had a black, Japanese, or Native American champion. We got Kofi Kingston done. What about a Japanese WWE champion or Native American champion?
I think that'll happen sometime later on. I think that can happen.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I mean like a Native American champion, not a Indian champion. Thank you very much, Columbus, for screwing that up. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go back in history books, you'll find out. Chris Columbus screwed this all up. Anyway, like the first a Native American champion would be kind of interesting. A Japanese champion. Can you imagine Tajiri, the Japanese buzzsaw, as WWE champion, or Shinsuke Nakamura, or any true Japanese from Japan, by the way, as a champion?
No, I at one point thought that they was going to put it on Nakamura since he did win the Royal Rumble. I was like, you know what? Then he might just win the title.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I thought when he won the Royal Rumble.
Mm. I was hoping he won the thing. I wasn't expecting him to win that. That's cool. Let's get Japanese champion going. And he didn't. And people be like, "What? We want to throw Indian? I guess we'll throw the Indian, the Indian in there." And I ain't talking about Native American. I'm talking about from India, Indian. Like the great Khali could have been WWE champion. What you call it? Don't count. He's from Canada.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yes, because I know somebody's thinking, what about Jinder Mahal? Jinder Mahal's only from Canada, not India.
Yeah.
So he doesn't count.
The great Khali would have been a great first ever Indian WWE champion. But they had settled for the world title.
That wasn't a very good title. I'm surprised he even won the title in the first place.
Mm-hmm. How do you go from being from the total having these matches? Let's say the Undertaker, for example, toe-to-toe battles with the Undertaker. Then you end up being a joke and barely on TV. How that happen?
I have no idea.
You know, you go from going toe-to-toe with the Undertaker, some serious big-time matches, and over the years, bit by bit, let's say 2008, 2009, 2010, and here and there, you're a joke. You came in beast mode, and you end up being a joke.
Mm-hmm. happened was, and I don't care what nobody says because this is true, and history has shown this, is that he didn't start messing up until he ran into that John Cena cup. I mean, think about it. You think about some of the guys in the past that were on fire, and as soon as they ran into Cena and lost, they just went downhill. It happens to other people, not just Great Khali, but look at guys like Umar. Look at guys like Rusev. Rusev, he's never recovered since then. I'm just using M3 as an example, but it's, they run into that John Cena problem.
It would be a doggone shame. Speaking of John Cena, by the way, check out Playing with Fire, playing right now in theaters. It would be a doggone shame if they put the title one more time, any major title on John Cena one more time. You don't need it. You're a 16. You're a 16-time WWE champion. You don't need any more title shots. You good. And on top of
talking about the Universal title, which is just a rumor.
And on top of that, John Cena for the 1 millionth time will take on Randy Orton. This time, the first time ever at WrestleMania 36.
I heard that.
And
there's also another rumor going as this is not a rumor because he actually did challenge him off to a match at WrestleMania on Twitter. I don't know, but I don't know what happened after that. But that is true. Randy Orton did challenge him off to a match. His tweet is all over the internet, so everybody can see. That's not a rumor. He did challenge him off to a match. So I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be very interesting right there. By the way, tickets are on sale for WrestleMania 36. WrestleMania 35 was decent, but it was long as hell. My mom, my poor mom, she don't care. She don't care about all about wrestling. So she watched it with me. Bruh, it started at 5:30ish. It got off the air 11:01 p.m. If I turn on my W Network right now, as soon as this go off, I put on WrestleMania 35. It is 11:19 right now. If I put on the WrestleMania 35, it's going to go off the air probably around 8 a.m. Something like that. It's long. Should WrestleMania be longer, or should they go back to being a 3-hour show?
I think it should be 3 hours. And I think they should cut the pre-show to an hour. Because it don't make sense to have a 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah.
Which is probably the reason why the show was 7 hours in the first. I think they should just do 4 hours. A 1 hour pre-show and a 3-hour show.
There's only 2 times in history WrestleMania was 4 hours. WrestleMania 20 and WrestleMania 35. This is the longest one since WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20 was over 4 hours long. This right here is, bruh, like, by the time the women came on, people were exhausted. They seen 7.
Glad you said that. Here's what's interesting. Is WrestleMania 4, get this is crazy. WrestleMania 4 had 16 matches, which is the most matches in any WrestleMania. Mania 4 had 16 matches, and WrestleMania 35 was longer than WrestleMania 4.
Yes, sir.
That don't make no sense thinking about it.
Like, I tell you this, man, like, so WrestleMania 20, 4 hours. Okay, that's okay. That's cool. That's the first time they did that. 35, like, dude, like, you see it. They're running out of the story here because they got to get to the women's match. Everybody's you've seen 5 to 7 hours of wrestling. You're exhausted. Here come the women, and bro, you could if I was a wrestler back then at that time, in the backstage area. I think pro wrestlers probably did this. Take a nap. It's gonna be a while. If you're on later, take a nap and you're good. They probably can do that. Cause you're gonna be it's 7 hours, 5 to 7 hours of wrestling. You don't come on till later in the show. You might as well go take a nap, go get something to eat, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
I've heard stories about it from other wrestlers. I watch a lot of shit talk about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna rant about one more thing here. Now, this portion of the show is a ranting portion. Thank you so much for your patience. We're taped tonight because blogtalkradio.com has some issues, so we're gonna be taping for a little bit. But we're gonna rant a couple more things and we'll be done. Brock Lesnar has quit SmackDown. He's the current WWE champion. So, what does this leave him at? David? Brock Lesnar is the current WWE champion. He quit SmackDown with the championship. Well, where does that leave Brock Lesnar?
Well, stuck on Raw. And the only reason he quit so he can go on Raw because Rey Mysterio wants revenge for Rey Mysterio on the crown show. And Brock Lesnar, being the smart man as he is, he knows he can never get his hands on Rey Mysterio being on SmackDown. So that's why he quit the match for Raw. Which isn't the first time he's done that, because I remember way back in 2002, he was on Raw, wasn't WWE champion, and he quit Raw and went to SmackDown.
Well, actually, he was drafted. That was different. But yeah, he was drafted to SmackDown with the title, brought title to SmackDown, and Eric Bischoff was like, "Hey, Triple H, the world champion, is number contender. Eat that." Stephanie and Eric Bischoff was feuding, which show was the best show, right? So Eric Bischoff said, "Stephanie, hey, Triple H is the number one contender. Deal with that." Stephanie said, "Yeah, but for what?" So, what you mean, for the world title? No, it's the champ's prerogative to wrestle for either show. Brock Lesnar signed with WWE, leaving Raw without a champion. So, let's get 2012. Brock Lesnar did quit 2012. He quit WWE. He quit UFC. Is it just me, or is it Brock Lesnar a quitter?
All that hands on one person, Rey Mysterio, he will get his chance to get his hands on Rey Mysterio at Survivor Series with the WWE Championship on the line.
Which is pointless because we all know Brock Lesnar is going to destroy Mysterio. It's going to be quick. I guarantee that. So after that, then what? Because you get comfortable. If I wouldn't be surprised if it kicks off the show, Survivor Series. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I feel that happening. He might kick off. Huh? He might kick off the show. It might not be that long. Who knows? Who knows, man? Like, it can happen by this point. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm ranting, I'm doing some promoting here. Our anniversary show is coming up November 18th, immediately following Raw. God willing, there'll be no technical difficulties, the Lord willing. It's going to be an interesting show. We got people from all over wrestling fans, referees, ring announcers, broadcasters, everybody who has anything to do with professional wrestling whatsoever. And we're going to talk about, God willing, with no technical problems, the good, the bad, and the ugly of professional wrestling. David Burton's going to be in the house. John May definitely going to be there. David Ali, Jeffrey Taylor, Louis Battle III, people you never heard from before, people you heard from in the past. I believe Vito's going to be with us. Remember Vito? Vito's going to be with us and so much more. November 18th, immediately follow Raw. All you got to do, go to blogtalkradio.com. blogtalkradio.com. 347-850-1368. There it is. Tune in immediately following Raw. 10 o'clock on the dot. God willing, we have no technical problems whatsoever. But I can't promise that. So anything can happen. It's going to be interesting.
On before Survivor Series, too.
Yes, sir. And speaking of Survivor Series, it's going to be live November 24th, 23rd. Live from 24th. The All-State Arena. By the way, it's the hometown of a certain CM Punk. So we expect CM Punk chance, but we all know very well he's not coming back. But you can be sure it's going to be CM Punk chance.
Don't forget about TakeOver War Games 3, the night before Survivor Series.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had invasions, if you will, during that show.
Mm-hmm.
The Irish weekend will be pretty lit, ladies and gentlemen. And the night after immediately after Survivor Series, on the network, Steve Austin's Broken Skull sessions with The Undertaker. Get this, out of character. Yes. The Undertaker you know and love.
Never seen him out of character.
By the way, I actually have. It was at Fellowship Church here in Dallas, Texas. Yes, I said it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that correctly. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway at Fellowship Church.
Wow.
Yes.
Church.
I said it. And he's talking.
Wow, The Undertaker.
Yeah, man, it was cool. Ed Davis, pastor over there, did the series, and it was cool. Happened to involve wrestling. Had some cool wrestlers over there. Folks like Ted, I think Ted DiBiase was over there. Taker, different folks. It's the Undertaker closest thing, and it was interesting. That song time seemed out of character, but on the network, real interesting to see the Undertaker and Steve Austin out of character, by the way, on the network.
Oh, let's not forget War Games. It's going to be the first ever female War Games match.
With the two rings, right?
I'm looking forward to that match.
With the two rings? With the two rings?
Yes. It's the four horsewomen taking on Rhea Ripley's team. I believe Rhea Ripley has Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Mia Yim. They're taking on Io Shirai and all three members of the Four Horsewomen. And this Wednesday on NXT, there will be a ladder match between Mia Yim and Io Shirai, and whoever wins that match, their team will get the advantage for War Games.
I want to apologize.
That match will take place this week.
I want to apologize to Io Shirai, man, because I butcher her name so much on the show. I could call her Lo Shirai, you know. It's Io.
Yes, actually pronounced Io.
Yeah. Io Shirai. I could call her Lo Shirai. Yes.
Io. I actually like her in here.
Mm-hmm. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We got my TV just turned on. 1 second here. We can't have that in the background. Let me turn it off right quick. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. David Burton, always a pleasure here. We are going to wrap it up for tonight. But don't worry, we'll be live fresh. If not Friday, definitely Monday. Immediately following Raw. Don't miss it. By the way, November 18th, Don't Miss Our Anniversary Show. It's going to be cool. We got to get out of here. God bless you. Have a great night.